Let's go. Get this thing started. Just thinking about it. Okie dokie. Hey, Billy. How are you doing today, man? I'm doing fantastic. Okie dokie. Hey, Billy. How are you doing today, man? Let me turn that sound on the laptop off. Well, Billy, today we're going to try to make a set of these. Walnut and maple salt and pepper set. That's what we're going to do. It's been a few weeks since I made any, so I got to make sure I've got the right bit size, things like that. Okay, so that's the internal bit size. Excuse me. Billy, how's your Friday going? I think we started it on this one. I can't remember. I gotta look. I don't know if it'll fit on this one or not. Probably not. Probably not. Maybe. Will it fit? No. Okay. Can't remember which one I did. You know, when you haven't made anything in a few weeks, it takes a minute. Good deal, man. Okay. This is some lighter colored walnut. I'm going to get my drill bit set up. So it might take me a second to get all set up. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I gotta go find a different drill bit. Be right back. It's the big one. The little one is It's not that one. Well, crap. That is not the right drill bit, but I don't seem to know where the big one is, the other one. There it is. It's buried in sawdust. I knew it was around here somewhere. All right. That lets us get started here pretty quick. How's everyone doing today? Thanks for hitting that like button. We got 4 likes already. You guys are great. Thanks so much. Really helps the channel out when you hit that. All right. And if you just joined us, we're making some salt and pepper shakers today. So we're going to try to make. It's been a few weeks since we made any. Once I get all set up, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm going to go grab my mask and we'll be ready to turn. Oh, something broke off. Oh, man. A big chunk broke off. Yes, it does. All right. Hey, Jose. I like it. Whoops. That thing is loose. That thing is really loose. I wonder if I had to have tightened that. John up north, what's up, man? Debian, hey, hello. Please smash that like button, everybody. All right, all right, all right. All right, we're good. Let's make one more hole with a different bit. Oh, whoopsie. All right, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. I have not, John. That might be fun. I haven't seen those. I'm just going to make a laser pattern and cut my own. All right, there's just to clean it off. Let's put some shine juice on this thing. Oh, that's lacquer. That'll work. Well, let's do shine juice. What's up, Suzanne? How you doing, girl? How's your Friday? Hold yourself. There we go. Much better. Oh, that's awesome, girl. That's fantastic. Good for you. That's great. All right, John. John asked a good question. What's in my shine juice? Mine has, I don't have, typically you use 1 part oil. I'm using boiled linseed oil. 1 part thinner. For me, I'm using acetone because that's what I had. And I don't have, I'm using lacquer because that's what I had. So equal parts of all of those. That's it. It works pretty well. It's kind of like a friction finish. You can apply 2 coats in just 2 or 3 minutes. So Awesome. Great, Suzanne. So, hey, let's keep going. We're going to go ahead and make the maple one just like this. Then we're going to come back. Because I've got 2 of each, I think. So let's keep going. We're going to batch them out. Hope you guys are doing well. We have 9 likes. Thank you so much. I think we can get 20 likes, guys. Arami, how are you? Mark Niederveld, hello, hello. So we're going to pop this guy out. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and part it off. We'll go ahead and part it off, cut it off real quick. Mike is making stuff straight from Texas. Hello. Okay. All right, let's make a maple one. Poke the did. Poke the did. Happy Friday, Mike. Let's keep on trucking. Now let's make a matching maple version for the salt. What it do, Mike? What it do? All right, we got 10 likes. Thanks, guys. Let's get up to 20. Holla. Yeah. Getting close. What's up, Mark? How's it going, man? Kevin, what's up, brother? All right, that'll work. Now, let's measure it. Anybody got a pencil? Do we have a pencil? Found it. All right. I don't know why, but I like the maple ones to be a little shorter. Don't ask me why. That'll work. Yeah. Oh. I got a big chunk of tear out. We need to clean that up. Thanks, Kevin. All right, got a big chunk. See, can you guys see that? That big tear out? We're going to try to get it out right now with the same tool that caused it. What could go wrong? Man, it still sucks. All right, let's switch to a different tool. better. I still got a little bit right there. That looks pretty good, just right there. All right, I like it. I got a little bit, but I think it can work. Let's see what we look like. That looks pretty good, y'all. Let's drill a hole or two. Let's go. If anybody knows an easier way to drill the hole, please let me know. This takes forever. Whoa. What's a drill doctor? I haven't heard of that one. What is that? Doctor, doctor, give me the news. Gosh, man. Woo! That thing is loud, y'all. Woo! Oh, I haven't seen one of those. Woo, baby. All right, let's get some shine juice going. What's up, Wes? I do too, right? Eco, what's up? That maple is pretty stuff. It's already ready for another coat. Boiled linseed oil, equal parts acetone, and then lacquer. Traditionally, a lot of times it's BLO, which is boiled linseed oil, thinner, and not lacquer. What's the other one? Can't think of it. Yeah, shellac, baby. That's what I was trying. I couldn't remember. Thanks, Eco. Oh, there it is, baby. All right. So, this is what we got. Hello, Lions Fish Shop. So now we're going to use a jam chuck so we can finish the other side. And we're going to make something on the laser real quick. We're going to make a jig, a drilling jig, so we can have the holes spaced exactly how we want it. Sound good? Wes does it. Go give him a follow. He just hit 10,000. He does some really cool stuff. Whoopsie. You're welcome, Wes. Okay, this is our jam chuck. Whoopsie. All right, let's see what we're doing. Come on, come on. I hope it's the right size. Dang it, I think I used the wrong bit size. Dang it. Hold on. Let me see about this. Well, I think I used the wrong bit size, so this is my bigger version. What's supposed to happen, this goes over it, and then you finish that, you clean that up. But we're going to make a second one. This is called a jam chuck. These come in really handy, and honestly, I want to make a bunch of these pepper and salt shakers. So, to have a jig really helps. So let me find a piece of wood we can make a jig with real quick. I got a piece of maple. We might use it. Hold on. I gotta look. You know what? I forgot. I changed my methodology. Let's do this. Let's switch it up a little bit. We're going to sand it by hand, then we're going to go over to the laser and make a template real quick. I'll show you guys. Thanks, man. Johnny, hello, Bailey. Bailey, I had my jam chuck already and I've used it before, but I drilled the wrong size hole so the jam chuck won't fit. So we're just hand sanding the top. You can only do so much, you know? And sometimes there's just no replacement to hand sanding. See, that's our burn mark from parting it off. If we were able to clean that up on the lathe, it would be gone within a couple of seconds, but due to my error, just means I'm gonna make a second set of jam chuck. I mean, another jam chuck. Hope you guys are doing well. Woo! Smash that like button. We have 40 likes, 41. You guys are great. Hey, Kevin says it adds character, so we're gonna stop pretty quick. Whoops. Respirator's acting up on me. Yeah, you know how it goes, Bailey. If you're live streaming, something's gonna go wrong. Murphy's Law, man. 42 likes. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, I like the way you think, Kevin. I like character. So let's put the lacquer on this. Let's measure these real quick. So this guy's over 1.25 inches. Is that right? Yeah. I think we're gonna make, so we're gonna make on the laser, we're gonna make 1.25 inch drilling guide after we put the lacquer on these tops, because we've already put lacquer everywhere else. I'm sorry, our shine juice, not lacquer. And actually, you know what? I drill my holes first before I put lacquer. So let's go grab the laptop. We'll go to the laser. I'll let you guys look over my shoulder. Let me get this thing going. Oh. You guys want to see what I'm doing here? Let's, I don't have a way to share my screen other than video, so sorry, I'm not set up for that yet. But ooh, you know what? We could be fancy and make an S and a P. I'm considering it. What do you guys think? Let's open our program. There's Lightburn. So I move the screen so you can see it. So we're just going to draw 1.25 inch circle. We can tell it up here. We're going to say 1.25. Bam. Oh, dang. What are the pencil or salt and pepper shakers? Let's look at this hole size. Salt shakers have fewer holes than pepper shakers. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go salt with 3, pepper with 5. Let's look. Anybody know? 4 more likes to 50. You guys are fantastic. And you know what? We got off the lathe, so we got people dropping off. I understand. It's not as fun to work on the laptop. I get it, but you know, it's part of the process. It's real life. According to AI, sizes typically range from 1/8 inch to 3/8 inch. Shut up. They don't know what they're talking about. That's huge. I think for pepper, though, 1/8 of an inch would be fine. I've searched this before. I think Bailey gave me the answer. There it is, Bailey. Now, Bailey is 3/64 for both salt and pepper. .04. I did 5/64 for both. Okay, so 5/64, not 3/64. So we come in here and now we're going to draw another circle, or we're going to size it. The decimal equivalent. It's way up here. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. That's better. Guys, there's center. Let's see if you guys can see that. There we go. Let me zoom in here for you. So that's centered. So let's see what we want. I think salt and pepper, let's do this. Let's make this the salt. We'll make this an array, or we'll add 3. We'll group it, and we'll space it like that. It's classic. Do a vertical line for salt and pepper, horizontal for... Well, it depends how you hold the shaker. They're vertical and horizontal are going to be the same, right? Well, actually, I'm using more holes for pepper, so I'm going to use 5 holes for pepper. So here, I'm just going to center one. That's our center. Huh. Yeah, you're right. I've seen, you know, I'm going to go 2 then. I'm going to split the difference. I have seen 1, but mine, I just thought about what mine have. Mine have 2. So we're going to use 2 for pepper. I mean, for salt. X. Yeah, we're going to do an X for the pepper, definitely. So here's how I'm going to do that. I don't know. We're going to try it. Trying to think. I don't remember how to distribute this. Let's see. I think we can right click here and say distribute. We have to convert that to path, I think. Then say, nah, I don't remember, guys, how to get this perfect. Nah, I don't remember. Spinderella. Hey, Todd, what's up, man? Rotate that 180. Boom. Well, maybe. I don't know why it's not doing it, but okay. Good deal, Todd. Hey, Todd, I commented on one of your videos with that link you were asking about last night on the live. Well, that won't do it. That looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? And I have too many of these. There. I think that looks good. Now let's group these together. Then we can center this. Make sure we're good. Yeah, maybe we're good. Group it. Group it. Showing my oldness. I checked it out. Sounds just like Odie's oil. Oh, it probably is. I haven't used Odie's oil. Let me save my file. Then we're going to boot up the laser. Salt and pepper. And hey, if anybody wants this file, let me know. I'll send it to you. Just send me an email at myhoneyshandmade@gmail.com. If you're watching this live, it's yours for free. All right, let's boot the laser up. Would you notice it on a galloping horse? Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Bum, bum, bum. Let me change out I was doing engraving earlier for a job. So let me change out the laser head. Sorry, you can't see the whole laser. Wes, it's a vertical live. You can't see my whole laser. I mean, I can lay in that thing if I need to almost. What? All right, let me change the laser head. And hey, I'm thinking about making a sign for me tomorrow on a live with the laser. If you guys want to see that, holler in the comments. What's up, BK? What are you doing, girl? I need to make sure this thing's clean too. My laser lens, let me clean that real quick. You have to do this kind of stuff often on a laser. A CO2 laser. Ooh, what are you painting? A little isopropyl alcohol. Cleans off any residue so it doesn't burn your lens. It can burn if you don't clean it regularly. It can burn your lens up, and those cost money. And you get poor results, inconsistent results, things like that. Hey Wes, don't be jealous, man. Don't be jealous. Some lasers are made differently. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me grab a piece. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's make this out of 1/4-inch plywood. Because it's a drill guide. This is a drill guide. So, That's 1/4 inch Baltic birch. Yeah, 1/4 inch Baltic birch. On this laser, it all differs, guys. Your focal distance is the tip of the laser cone to the material. This thing has an autofocus. I don't really trust it on a CO2 laser. On my diode lasers, those have done fine on the autofocus, but I'm not impressed with autofocus on this. And I'm gonna try to get to 6mm. I got my measuring tool, 6mm, drop it down, boosh. Now, let me go change my burn settings and we'll watch this sucker. It's windy at 50 degrees. Nice. Well, I thought I said do it. Let's try it again. Here it goes. Did you see the red light? The red light came on. That means bad. Let's see what we got. Let me brush this dust off. Now, I'm here for fire. Oh crap, I got a fire. Hold up. Let me make sure my air compressor's on. What's up? My air compressor's not coming on. Hold on. When you see that flame, that means your air's not on. I had my air turned off for my previous job. That's why you always babysit your laser, y'all. Now, you hear that? We got air flowing. So let's try it again. Just because I've been using lasers for 3 years does not make me an expert. All right. You can hear the air coming out too. And guess what? I made like 4 sets of this because these are drill guides. Guess what's going to happen? I'm going to chew them up. What's up, Bad Dragon? It's bright, y'all. It's bright. And I totally hate this plywood. I don't like cutting this one with the laser. I can, it just, I prefer some MDF core. It cuts better and more consistently. So yeah, I cut 4 sets of these. Wes, do you have a laser? A laser level. Well, hey, that works, man. You know what? The crappiest thing, the My phone the last couple of months has gone blurry during the lives, and what I found out, I have to reboot the phone before every live, and I forgot to reboot it because the focus messes up. Not sure why. I bet it doesn't. All right, let's see if this cut all the way through. We're gonna lift it up. And it waits about 45 seconds, then gives me a green light. That gives my 8-inch exhaust, that's my exhaust to the outside. That lets it suck out all the smoke. So I let that run an extra 45 seconds. Now let's see if this cut all the way through. Make sure you guys can see that. Nope, it cut one all the way through. Well, that sucks. I told you I hate this material. Well, that's a little irritating. Let me cut one more. Amy Joe, what's up, girl? And you know, while it's cutting, let's find a 5/64 bit. Because I don't know if I think I have one, I don't know. You know, the truth is, guys, I'm half blind because I'm an old person. So it's hard for me to read a lot of this stuff. There's 5/64 right there. This sizing guide's really been helping me lately. Because I can't read the tiny letters on these drill bits. I mean, let's be real, they're small, y'all. And I'm like in the over 50 club, so it's not that, dude. Too small. That's close. We got anything closer? Closer. See what this dude is. These are both about the same. I'm just going to use these and call it good. Man, mothballs, that's funny. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? What a janky stuff. I wanna love you all over. Be right there. Anybody have any big weekend plans? Cheaters, yes. Hey, I actually got some cheaters at Dollar Tree a couple of weeks ago because I lost my other ones. They were like $2. Now, I read books, so they only work if the book is fairly close to you. Hey, oh, let's go. All right, so this was my idea. So look, here's what we got. We got drilling guides. You see them? Salt and pepper. The focus is out. Sorry, guys. The crappy phone. Anyway, salt is going to be maple. See you, Wes. So salt's going to be maple. This is 1.25 inches is what this drilling guide is. This is just to put you pretty close so you have consistent spacing. You can tape it, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, yay. Now you have consistently spaced holes. Hey, I can see stuff. Look. Sorry. I was warned about buying readers from a dollar store as they aren't good quality and can make your eyes worse. Huh. Maybe. So here's the pepper. You know what? I had this idea when I first made these pepper shakers, a set of them. I love this idea right here. Because look, because I did my pepper and I was like, crap, I wish it was more consistent. This is how you get that consistency, guys. Or this is one of the 4 million ways to get more consistency. See how we did? Boosh! Look at that. I feel like I need to start playing Yahtzee. You know what I mean? So now that we're sanded, I got to grab a drink. Hold on. Now that we've drilled the hole, now we do final sanding. All right, which isn't much. Let's be real. All right, now let's put some lacquer. And these, I'll show you. Why do I keep calling it lacquer? It's shine juice. Hey, Amy Joe, I got like a Charlie Brown head. You've seen me. I got to get the big, large and in charge ones. Oh, sorry, I'm not even showing you what it looks like. My bad. It's looking pretty good. Not too shabby. The older tribe. Yeah, something. We're something, BK. Keep hearing that. Man, I'm glad I made that template. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I want to go back to the lathe, though, and make something else. What you guys want to make? BK, what do you want to make? Or you guys want to make, we can make a sign right now if you guys have time. Nah, I'd rather make something on the lathe. People don't seem to like the, man, I got a little piece that isn't taking finish. See what I mean? It's not darkening. There it goes. There we go. You want it to be darker. Season sounds better. All right. Let me grab my little stoppers. I'll show you. Where are they? So if you guys look online, if you ever make any of these, I looked on one of the turning supplies. They wanted like $1 a piece for these things. I found like 80 of them for $7 or $8 on Amazon. So don't overpay for this stuff. So check these out. You drill that extra hole, and then this stopper just pushes in the bottom. That way your customers can refill it when they need to. You got to play with it a little bit. Whoop. I need to sand that a little bit. That hole's a little rough. There. Bam. Done. Huh, end in divorce. You know, Amy Jo, my wife had gray streaks in her 20s. All right, look at that. Look at this. Boosh, boosh. Let's throw that in the done pile. What do you think? You know what? I forgot I had these other two sets that need to be sanded and finish applied. I might do it some other time. I think you guys probably want to see something on the lathe. Well, thanks, Kevin. I'm happy with them. I think I have 3 or 4 sets. I haven't listed them for sale yet, but I'm slowly trying to add stuff to the website. You guys want to make a bowl? Or do you guys want to make some more salt and pepper shakers? I've got 2 more salt and pepper shakers or pepper shakers. I've got 2 more. How about we make them? You convinced me. Thanks, Kevin. No, they've been on my table for like 2 weeks. I've been meaning to make them. So. Amy Jo, it's good to have you on here. I was on DeLon's, or I was watching this week. It's really cool. DeLon, his carving's been really neat to see him grow in his skill. Pretty neat. Wait, John up north says, read your messages. Okay, hold on. Sorry, John. John says, John, where's that comment, dude? Sorry, I'm scrolling through some messages trying to find John's message. I glanced at it earlier. Why the heck? What'd Bad Dragon say? Oh, I think John sent me a. That's what it was. Reading John's Facebook message. John, I'll think about that. I don't think I'm going to do it for this one. If I'm understanding your message right, if this was, let's say we had a piece that is, no, that's kind of neat, John. That really differentiates it. You're really thinking like someone that sells this stuff. So let's just say this piece was twice as long. Oh, wait, no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Drill the whole thing out. This end John, I'm a visual guy. Reading it doesn't do it. So drill it out both at the same size. Then maybe drill an oversized hole, just like I've been doing. Laser cut a different wood that's lighter colored or contrasting. Glue it in. I think's what you're saying. Yeah, and then that's the stopper. Huh. What the heck, John? Let's try it. You're giving me ideas? Why not? Let's try it. Love this. You guys are full of ideas. I mean, I've been reading Amy Jo's. I feel like I need a new haircut. I mean, you guys think some highlights would look pretty good right here? What do you think? Oh, that's kind of a cool visual with that wood. Oh, sorry, Amy Jo. I got to get the internet better out here. Sorry, guys. Carrie, what's going on? We are making salt and pepper shakers, except this time we're making one. John had an idea. So we're trying something where we're going to make a pepper shaker, and then the top where the holes are going to be a contrasting wood. We'll make it out of maple. So it might be a process. I think it's going to be cool. And even if it doesn't work, this is what we do. We prototype. And honestly, this is what I do a lot of. I'll have an idea. I'll watch someone. I'll find a bestseller. And I try to turn it into something I can actually produce or put my spin on it. Just got back from Home Depot. Uh-oh. Hey, Carrie, which table saw did you buy? I have the DWE 7491 RS, which is a 10-inch job site saw with a dado stack. I love that thing. I've had it. That's like the big purchase I bought years ago before I went full-time. And I still love it. That's the one I use. 8.5 inch. Oh, okay. All right, so you know the drill. We're going to make this square thing round real quick. Let me go get my mask, find it. Pandhari Thakur, thanks for stopping by. Here we go. See you, AJ. Have a good weekend. All right, let's give it a shot, Mike. It's a pretty cool idea. Yes, it can. Oh, I know, right? Dang, that's loud. Hey, Artsy. Let's see how deep this thing is. Might be there. Oh, real close. Well, not quite done. What's up, Grumpy? 63 likes. Thank you, guys. Let's shine it up. Okay, Carrie. See you, Suzanne. That's kind of a cool looking one. Jacqueline, hello. Jacqueline, we're making a special pepper shaker right now out of walnut, and we're going to put a maple lid on it. That's what we're going to try to do. John up north had a neat idea. We're trying to work through that. I know, right? That'd be great. We're just trying to protect the wood right here. All right, let's drill it out. That's a great idea. I wish. Grumpy, what I want is an automatic feed for the drill. When you're drilling these out, it takes forever and kind of strains my arm when I do 4 or 5. All right, let's go to the laser. Yay, yay. I got to find out what size bit this is. Yeah, it's a pain, man. Oh, it's a 1-inch. That makes it easy, I guess. All right, so here was, let me show you the finished product. And John up north came up with an option. That's what we're doing now. So this is what we just made. We just made these a little bit ago. It's a matching salt and pepper shaker, walnut and maple. Have the stoppers. Now what we're doing, we're going to laser cut the top. Like this is the stopper. This is the stopper. But here, we're going to laser cut 1 inch right there. It's off center too. You know what? I'm going to use that one. That's more centered for the top. Because you could tell when I remounted it, it's off center. So this is still 1 inch. So we're going to cut a piece of maple, solid maple. So let me see how thick that is. I was just talking to a customer. I'm going to go meet someone in a little bit. So we're right over a 1/4 inch. So we're going to say 1/4 inch thick. A foot pedal lathe. Interesting. Yeah, John, I could, but that's me. I'm good. I'm fine laser cutting it, man. So let me find a piece of maple real quick. This is where I keep a lot of my thinner stuff. Here's some ash. There's some maple right there. There's maple. I use this when I do my dragons, if you guys have seen my dragon. So that should work. It's a little thick. Let's see how thick that is. No, that's just right. So we can sand it. All right. So let's go. Let me change the bit on this. Well, it's maple. I don't know. It might work. Let's see if my little bit will cut without changing anything. Let's do it over here. And we're going to make this a pepper shaker. Let's make sure we have our focal distance set correctly. We do. Okay. All right. Let's cut this. See if you guys can see that. Yeah, Grumpy. Yeah, John, we'll try it with 1 inch, see what happens. I usually don't have the big issue with the kerf, but I don't usually cut this exact. It looks big to me, but yeah, John, I really could. That's kind of a cool idea, man. That's unique. But John, I think what I'll really do if I start making these and selling them, I'll drill them out on the drill press with a jig because that's just too much work on the lathe. So it cut through that 1/4 inch solid maple, no problem. A lot better than that plywood. Moment of truth. I don't know where I got 1 inch, man. Not even freaking close. Maybe I misread this bit. No way. I think I misread the bit. It says 1 inch. Huh. Let me make sure I measured right or made it right. I'm a dummy. I made it inch 1.25. This is why they call it prototyping. It's kind of like fishing. It's not called catching. Men have a problem with knowing measurements. Oh, gosh, Carrie. I mean, when you're right, you're right. Hey, I'm going to assume you're talking about the size of my fish that I catch. You know what I'm saying? A fish story. Keep it PG up in here, Carrie. That's pretty funny, though. Oh, that looks better. John, you might have stumbled on a brilliant idea, man. I think that's going to look pretty cool. With the contrasting woods. Pretty neat. That's true, it is Friday. Friday doesn't mean much when you're self-employed, so I'm working tomorrow. When I say working, I mean, I'll let the laser run and babysit it and play on the lathe. Now this is what 1 inch really looks like, Carrie. Pierre, hello, hello. Oh, man. Look at that, guys. Holy crap. That's a great fit. Oh, my gosh, John up north. I have a bunch of acrylic. But I don't... That's pretty freaking cool, John. Gosh, man, you're like my new hero, John. I mean, I like you and all, but that's a great idea, John. Thank you. I'm using it. I mean, you know. So, let's sand that real quick. I mean, you know, last night I did sing on my live. Thank you, plywood. I won't repeat that, but... Now, this is really cool making this is based on the template, the drill template we already made out of plywood. So we get a very evenly spaced X. Pretty neat, y'all. Now let's sand both sides. And you know, that thickness was a good fit too. I need to get better than that on the sanding. It's all right. It fits in like that. Like, dang, that's a nice fit, y'all. So, I'm going to get some wood glue out. I use Titebond 3, which is contact grade food safe. It's what I use in my cutting boards. You could also put the inlay in and then lathe it. Yeah, John, but at this point, check that out. That's a perfect... That's a great fit. So, honestly, I could go slightly larger, but I'm good with the fit. I like that setting. A little flexibility. Man, that's a great possibilities. So we're going to do two things. Let me grab some super glue. John, it's pretty cool, man. All right, this is what I like to do with this is the Titebond 3. Come on, buddy. It doesn't really take much. We're just gonna put some on the edge in like 4 spots. Sure. You have a little, ooh, dang, I got a lot there. Hold on. So that's good. We're fine. We'll go over here. Sure. I want 4 spots. Then, super glue. Hey guys, I gotta go. My customer's waiting on me. I gotta go give a donation. Sorry about that. Thanks guys, I'll put pics up. Catch you later.